7-7 here in the Big Ten opener for the Scarlet Knights and the Cornhuskers. Tanner Lee backpedaling, throwing off his back foot, and he's thrown his 8th interception of the season. Blessuan Austin catching it as he fell to his back.
Oh my God, okay, so I'll always remember the day he was born. So he was born July 19, 1996, and he was born at Downstate Hospital.
Blessuan was basically an energetic child.
Very funny kid, someone that just didn't stay quiet, always busybody. We were probably called to the school all the time, you know, because he was kind of like a joker. That's the kind of kid he was, but he was also loving.
Real hyper, always getting in trouble in like class from when I was young, being the class clown. Right now we're in Springfield Gardens, Queens. Growing up in this area is good because, you know, the neighborhood's real quiet.
It's kind of family oriented in this area here.
You know, and everybody gels together real well in this house. You know, we're a real tight bonded family and have been like that for my whole life.
I really have an amazing family. I don't tell them enough because I like them to stay on their A game.
We've been close from, you know, from when we had all our kids.
We're all just characters. All of us have our own different type of personalities.
My sisters, Jasmine and Amber, a lot of personality, you know, fun to be around, they're funny. My older brother, real conservative, quiet dude, but he has his moments also.
When our parents was at home, we was always up to something. If it wasn't play fighting, it was playing football. Yeah, it was just like that kind of, you know, brother-sister bond all the time, man.
We had a park, you know, when we used to live in Brooklyn, we had a park around the corner, Betsy Head. So that was like the go-to park right there, you know, everybody would go there. I did everything, basketball, skateboarded, football, the whole nine.
Blessuan fell into football because of his brother.
But Blessuan was always right in the back of him where he would run on the football field. And I really seen that he had a knack for certain things. He was a natural.
And I think Blessuan was probably about 5 years old, very young, when he started watching his brother, and then the father had to put him in something.
I grew a passion for the game. You know, my love for the game grew, you know, as I got older and I started realizing we always play football in the block. And everybody be like, hey, why you don't play for a team? Blah, blah. And then I met some guys, you know, that used to live in the same block with me in Brooklyn. And, you know, they kind of, you know, introduced me to a team that I could play for. And that's, you know, when I started playing for the Cardinals in Youth League. Rutgers, Big Ten school. And at the time, you know, I'm looking at it, I'm a very competitive person. So looking at it, I'm just like, hey, can I play here early? You know, we were in the Big Ten. And we was doing pretty good this season. I was being recruited, so I was like, why not? You know, they're right around the way from me. I'm a New York guy. They're right in Jersey. Why not go there?
Rutgers reached out to him, and at that time, Blessuan was undecided.
That was one of the schools Blessuan wanted to go to from like pretty much day one. So I'm not quite sure if any other school had reached out, if they would have even had a chance. He wanted to go to Rutgers. And when that happened, it was like commitment immediately. He committed.
I was never a guy that needed the crazy big offers from other schools. I just wanted a school that believed in me and believed in what I can do. And that's it. My decision's made. So the week of Nebraska, this is the healthiest I've been feeling the whole season. You know, this is the 3rd game of the season. We woke up game day, and, you know, I'm feeling real confident because, you know, throughout the week, I'm catching picks and one-on-ones. It was 3rd down, like 3rd and 8. And I remember going through my pre-snap reads. I'm like, this guy, he's gonna run a stop route, you know, to give you conversion routes, you know, 3rd down and 8. So I'm like, he's gonna run a stop route at the sticks. So I already predetermined the route and he ran it. So since I already knew I anticipated it, I tried to stop. Like I was running full speed, I tried to stop on a dime, but I broke wrong. My mechanics was off, and that was the play. I just felt something snap in my leg.
I remember seeing that game, and I'm gonna try not to get teary. It tore me up because it was like, oh my God, that was gonna be one of his biggest seasons. Like he wanted to come back and come hard, and then that happened. It was almost like a setback.
And I felt real sad for him. Just to know, like, you know, he had to put a pause on his dream for a sec.
It was heart-wrenching. It was heart-wrenching. But like I said before, we work off of energy. So as far as like, as soon as the injury took place and we found out what it was. It was like, where do we go from here? How do we apply and put ourselves in position to, as far as like, to build back from that? And we were already set. We already had a game plan.
He came back from it. It was like a great recovery. You never know that he even tore his ACL. Just proud of him.
All my kids are my hero, but as far as like, for him to go through an injury like that and bounce back on a mental level and a physical aspect, everything was uphill after that. Uphill.
I'm proud. I'm just proud of my son. I'm proud of everything that he's accomplished throughout his life so far.
I can't express as a dad because, you know what, I don't want to get emotional, but as far as like, yeah, I'm extremely proud. Bless he's like, that's what his name reflects. He's a blessing.
I'm very proud, of myself, to be honest, and my family, for supporting me and believing me throughout this whole thing, because it's been a long journey. I'm just a big believer in, like, God blessed me with a talent, so why not take advantage of that and try to maximize it to the best of my ability? And that's just how I think about it, and I love this game very much, so why not keep playing for as long as I can play?